Ever looked at a woman, married, ring on her finger, and yet the way she smiles, the way she lingers in a conversation that's just a little too long, you feel it. She's seeking something. But why? Is it boredom? Is it unhappiness? Is it something darker? Something she can't even admit to herself? Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. Some married women crave outside attention for reasons that go way deeper than just being unhappy. And once you understand it, you'll never look at relationships, loyalty, or even human nature the same way again. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see the invisible game playing out around you, and you'll never be fooled by it again. 1. Emotional neglect and the hunger for validation. Most affairs, most flirtations outside of marriage, they don't start with sex. They start with loneliness, invisible, slow, silent. Picture it. A woman marries the man of her dreams. In the beginning, he listens, he compliments her, he notices every detail. Over time, real life creeps in. Work stress, bills, kids, exhaustion. And slowly, the attention she once bathed in dries up. Not overnight, but drop by drop. Conversations become surface level. Compliments become rare. Her small victories, new outfit, new haircut, a big day at work, go unnoticed. And that small, aching question creeps into her heart. Am I still seen? You see, for many women, emotional validation isn't just nice. It's oxygen. It's what keeps the fire of self-worth burning. Without it, that fire dims. And when another man, at work, at the gym, online, notices what her husband stopped seeing, when he says, "Wow, you look amazing today," with real warmth. When he listens, not just nods, but listens to her stories, something powerful happens. She feels alive again. It's not that she wants to betray her vows, at least not at first. It's that she wants to feel real again. Desired, important, visible. That outside attention becomes a hit of dopamine, a temporary cure for the slow starvation happening at home. The scariest part, she may not even realize this is what's driving her behavior. She tells herself, it's harmless. I'm just being friendly. It's just nice to feel appreciated. But validation is addictive. And once she gets a taste of feeling seen again, it's hard to stop craving it. Remember, it's not always about sex. It's often about emotional oxygen. And if you understand that, you'll see why emotional neglect is far more dangerous to a relationship than almost any external threat. You don't have to be perfect to keep love alive, but you do have to keep seeing her, really seeing her, even after the wedding bells have faded. 2. When it's about power, not pain. Now, what if I told you, not all attention-seeking is innocent? Not all of it is because she's hurting. Sometimes it's about power. Yeah, real talk. Some women, whether they realize it or not, seek attention because it gives them leverage. It's not loneliness they're feeding, it's control. Let's paint a picture. You ever seen a woman light up a room without even trying? Every guy notices. Every girl notices the guys noticing. Now imagine that woman, married. She's not seeking someone new. She's seeking reassurance that even though she's taken, she still has it. That she can still pull attention anytime she wants. That even though her husband might be predictable, the world still craves her. Attention becomes her currency. And every glance, every compliment, every flirtation, even if it never crosses a physical line, becomes a silent way of stacking power. Over men, over women, sometimes even over her own partner. It's like saying, See, I'm still valuable. I'm still wanted. I don't have to settle. You're lucky to have me, and don't you forget it. Now, before you get cynical, understand, this isn't always conscious. It's baked into the psychology of validation, status, and self-worth. But the impact, very real, because if a woman constantly needs external attention to feel powerful, the marriage becomes a competition, not a partnership. You're not her teammate, you're her audience, or worse, just one of many players in the attention game. Here's the brutal truth. If someone needs the outside world to remind them of their worth, no amount of loyalty, love, or patience inside the marriage will ever be enough. And the worst part, you'll feel it deep down. That gnawing insecurity, that feeling that you're somehow competing with invisible rivals for the attention that should already be yours. 3. The hidden thrill of forbidden attention. Here's the darkest layer nobody talks about, the thrill of danger. Some women, just like some men, don't just stumble into outside attention. They seek it out for the adrenaline rush, the thrill of crossing invisible lines without technically breaking the rules. Think about it. In a stable marriage, life becomes predictable. Mortgage payments, school runs, Sunday grocery shopping. Beautiful? Sure, but exciting. Not always. And human beings, wired for novelty, danger, forbidden fruit, get restless. So, how does a restless woman inject excitement into her life without actually blowing everything up? She flirts. She allows conversations to dance a little too close to the edge. She accidentally posts a thirst trap. She soaks up the private messages she swears she's not encouraging. It's the thrill of feeling desired by what's off limits. It's a secret drama playing out behind the safe, smiling photos. Not because she wants to leave, not because she's miserable, because she's bored. And attention from the forbidden world gives her a high. It's like sipping poison just to feel alive again. Here's what makes it so dangerous. It's hard to detect. It's easy to deny. And it chips away at loyalty, respect, and trust one tiny crack at a time. No scandalous affair, no smoking gun, just slow emotional erosion. Until the marriage feels hollow, even if both people technically stayed faithful. Remember this, it's not just what someone does, it's why they do it. When the thrill of forbidden attention becomes a secret drug, the relationship slowly dies of thirst while everyone's smiling for the Christmas photo. Cliffhanger. But what if you could spot the warning signs before you get hurt? Because that's where we're heading next. 4. Warning signs you can't ignore. You might think, all right, but how do I know if this is happening to me? Fair question. The good news? There are signs. Subtle, but clear. Here are the big ones. Sudden need for excessive validation. If she's constantly seeking compliments, not just from you, but everywhere, it's not random. It's a craving for external validation that's spiraling out of control. New, edgy behavior. Online, more selfies, thirst traps, captions that feel a little too flirty. She's not just posting for fun, she's fishing for attention. Over-defensiveness. When you bring it up, even gently, and she gets way too defensive, that's guilt talking. Energy shift. She used to light up around you. Now she lights up around strangers and seems bored, distracted, drained with you. That's a spiritual red flag. Secretiveness. About communication, new friends you've never met. Laughing at texts she hides, keeping the phone face down. Where there's smoke. 5. The cost of ignoring the signs. Let's get brutally honest here. Ignoring the signs doesn't protect your relationship. It just delays the heartbreak. A lot of guys, good guys, see the red flags. They feel the shift. They sense the distance growing like a cold fog between them. And what do? They tell themselves stories. She's just stressed. I'm just being insecure. Things will get better once XYZ happens. They hope it's temporary. They hope it's in their head. But hope, without action, is a slow death. Here's what you have to understand. If a woman is seeking outside attention and you ignore it, you're silently agreeing to become second place. You're co-signing your own invisibility. You're telling her, without saying a word, that it's okay to disrespect the bond you share. And once that pattern sets in, it only gets worse. Here's what happens next. She gets bolder with her attention-seeking. You get quieter, more resentful. Intimacy dies a slow death. Resentment blooms like mold behind the walls. One day, you wake up next to someone who used to be your best friend and realize you're just roommates. Or worse, you're strangers. You can love someone with your whole heart, but if they need the world's applause more than your loyalty, you will always lose. You cannot compete with a ghost. You shouldn't even try. Because every second you spend trying to win her back from the world is a second you spend abandoning yourself. And let me tell you something painful but true. Once you abandon yourself for love, you've already lost. You're no longer the man she fell for. You're something smaller, something sadder, something even she can't respect. And respect is the oxygen of attraction. Without it, love suffocates, no matter how hard you try to keep it alive. If you're living with that slow, gnawing fear in your chest right now, you're not crazy, you're not broken, you're just awake. And being awake is painful at first. But it's also the beginning of freedom. Freedom to demand respect. Freedom to walk away from manipulation dressed up as love. Freedom to rebuild yourself into a man who never has to chase loyalty because it naturally gravitates toward him. Stay sharp, stay strong, and if you want to keep building the kind of unbreakable mindset that no one, not even the most beautiful distraction, can shake, hit that subscribe button. Join this community. You're not alone in this, and your story is just getting started.